Hey guys, Andrea Rene here for Yahoo Esports at the Game Developer Conference 2016. I'm with Jesse, the co-founder and co-creative director of Studio Wildcard, the creators of ARK. And you guys had a big announcement this week. You have a brand new thing that you are working on, Survival of the Fittest. So Jesse, what is this?
That's right. It's great to be talking to you guys about this because Survival of the Fittest is our entry into the esports arena. It was a mod that we created ourselves for our mod toolkit as kind of an example of how to make a new game from ARK, and it got really popular. We ran a lot of tournaments last year with big prize pools, and it was a lot of fun to watch. And we realized that one of the things we could do differently with our game was provide an entertaining experience for the people watching as well as the people who are playing without having to know all the nitty-gritty details of the rules and all that stuff. And so now, today we just released the standalone version of this game. It's free to play. You don't have to own the full version of ARK like you did for the mod. You can just go onto Steam, download, and hop right into some matches.
So it looks very much like the Hunger Games. Would you say that's accurate?
Oh yeah, I'd say that's pretty accurate, you know, not by accident. So we're calling this a MOSA, Multiplayer Online Survival Arena. And that means that the arena itself is as dangerous as the other competitors. There's a sense of sort of randomness. You don't know what's going to happen. There's wildlife out there, AI that's out to eat you that you can tame if you have the skills. There's also random events that happen, not unlike the Hunger Games. Somebody's toying with the environment. There's all sorts of environmental effects that happen. If the action's a little slow, you start to get trackers on everybody to see where they're at. Giant dinosaurs might come down from the sky. Today we were watching the match today we had for our launch, and Lyric was playing, and he got killed by a horde of monkeys that randomly spawned and started throwing poo at his face, and he
Sounds
got
like
blinded.
nightmare stuff.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. And, you know, so the thing about the survival arena is that you can't just prepare for the same game all the time. It's more like just be prepared for all things that may happen in the game because you never know what's going to come your way.
So, MOSA, it's a new acronym to add to the already long list of acronyms in the video game space. What makes you think that this new mode is going to be able to stand up against other things that we're seeing in the competitive space?
Well, I think the difference in this is the factor of non-human intervention in the game. You know, you can't just count on going toe-to-toe with other players, and it's kind of like the typical esports thing where you go in there, you practice the corners, you practice the routes, you know the moves to use at any given time, and those are the type of things that I think make it hard for people who don't play those games to watch the sport because they're not really. It's like watching football when you don't know the rules. But everybody can understand when a T-Rex is racing down, chomping its jaws at you, and you're just trying to run away as fast as you can because you've got a dinky little gun and you don't have anything to do. Everybody can also understand when you can turn the tables and ride that dinosaur and start, you know, taking on your competitors. And so I think that's what's different about this game mode, and that there really is so much else going on other than just players going head-to-head with each other.
So you guys are having a tournament. It kicked off today at GDC. Can you tell me what we can expect to see in it?
So the tournaments that we ran today were to commemorate the launch of the game. We had 2 hours of tournament play today of our new game mode, which is a shorter version. You know, ARK, the main game of ARK is very long played. You have to play many hours. When we first came out with Survival of the Fittest, our game length was 4 or 5 hours, and we've gradually whittled it down to now that we release, we have modes as short as 35 minutes. And that's what we played today. A lot of hilarity ensued. We had 30 streamers that were playing to entertain their fans and everything, and there's so much funny stuff happened. We had the same winner all 3 matches, which kind of proves that even though it's random, it is a game of skill. That guy was like, at the end of every match, he was in there using the creatures he had tamed for the situation, using different weapons and different tactics to kind of take out whoever was left at the end of the match. So it was very fun for us.
Are you guys going to do anything outside of the tournaments this week?
We are starting our own league play to commemorate the launch of the game as well. We have something called the Survivor League, and this is a real-time ranking of our 4 game modes, the top 10 players in each. And this is a new ELO ranking that we've added to the game, so as players play the game, they get skill matched with other players that are kind of the right level, and they earn their wins and victories instead of mismatches between highly skilled players and low skilled players. You know, it's a very important thing in esports to make sure you're matching the players competitively. So using our new ELO rankings, using our new real-time stat tracking in our game modes and our ranked matches, we have a Survivor League where we're giving away cash prizes every month to the top players. So not only is the game free, you actually get paid to play if you're a really good player. And so we're really excited about that on our website, survivetheark.com. Later today, you'll be able to go and see the current stats, which will just start fresh because the game just launched today, and you'll see people's avatars and everything as they're playing the matches bubble up to the top.
Are there any teams that you're currently working with to get them involved in the launch?
Well, we have a lot of talks going on with the professional leagues because we really want ARK to be elevated in this kind of new genre of esports. And so we've been talking to them for a while. Nothing to announce right now, but we have some big things planned for the rest of the year. We just launched. We've got other platforms that we're bringing the game to that we'll be talking about in a few months. And we've got some big things planned for physical finales and tournament brackets and leaderboards and stuff like that that are going to come from this as well.
All right, so Jesse, for our fans out there who love MOBAs or love FPS, why should they get into Survival of the Fittest?
Survival of the Fittest is a game that blends genres. If you like shooters, there's going to be something here for you. If you like survival games, there's something here for you. If you like kind of the strategy of MOBAs, there's going to be something here for you. It's really proven by the fact that players can come into this game, have a lot of fun, and win having not played or been a hardcore player in one of these game modes before. And it's really kind of levels the playing field. You can't just be like really good at Call of Duty and come into, you know, Survival of the Fittest and expect to win. You know, you could be bested by somebody who sits there and plays Hearthstone all the time because they really understand, you know, different types of strategies and how to apply them. So you never know. It's a great equalizer, I think, in professional gamers.
Well, we're definitely excited to see what happens with Survival of the Fittest. Jesse, thank you so much for talking with me today here at GDC. And we'll keep you guys up to date on all things esports right here on Yahoo.